Hello and welcome to an update on the Quantum, and whilst you're here, please click on the thumbs up, and even better, click on the bell, the subscribe, and click on all. It doesn't just help us with the channel, it's absolutely free, but it does allow you to see more of this content, and there are more to come. Now, as you can see, I am attacking my car with a toothbrush. Now, it is absolutely filthy, and a toothbrush isn't going to do that much, I admit, to alleviate this, but the particular job today involves the sunroof, which is a factory fitted tilt and slide item that hasn't worked for years. In fact, the previous owner took the motor out, and the reason being that the mechanism is plastic and some of the teeth and the mechanism had stripped, so it's been inoperative for absolutely years, and definitely all the time that I've had it. So what I'm trying to do now is clear out the gap between the glass and the surround, because the only thing the sunroof is good for at the moment, apart from bringing much welcome light into the car, is also bringing in a bit of water. And as you know, I've been doing a bit of work recently to try and stop all the water getting inside. So as you can see me walking around, God, it's hard to believe I cleaned that car so recently. You know, it's just, you know, it needs some proper chemicals. It also needs a teacup, but that's for another story. Anyhow, what I'm doing here is clearing out around the sunroof, ready to put some silicone rubber into the gap between the sunroof and the surround, because the drains on the inside have become blocked over the years, and it's just, you sit in the car on a wet day, you turn around a corner and your passenger gets covered in water, which doesn't always go down well. So as you can see, I'm just clearing out the gap, getting rid of any rubbish that's fallen down in between. Hello, yes, you can see my reflection. I'm wearing the noddy hat with the camera on, as you can see. But this is all about clearing out all the rubbish in between, and then I'll go around with this tape. Now, I know lots of people say, oh, don't get crap masking tape. Here's why. Look at that. So I haven't got time to chase around buying some new masking tape. I'll throw this away after I've persevered and got this done. But as you can see, that's why you invest in some decent stuff, which clearly I haven't. Anyway, let's skip this bit and move on a bit. Now here you see me pottering around the car and putting on the rubber gloves of doom, but there is actually a good reason for this. The stuff in question is rather dirty and it gets everywhere, and I'm going to use my fingers for smoothing it out. So once you've got it on your fingers, it just goes everywhere. So it's always a good idea to put gloves on. And although I haven't got it on camera very well, this is the stuff. It's picked up from Halfords, and it's black silicone sealant, and it's a squirty tube with a nozzle on top. And you're probably wondering why the idiot has got the bonnet open when he's working on the sunroof. Well, if you remember the last video, we surmised that the water that had gathered in the bottom of the heater box was actually rainwater. So Craig came up with the brilliant idea of putting a little, I suppose you'd call it a cover, an arch, just a little ridge on the bulkhead of rubber around the pipes to stop the water running straight down and in through the hole in the bulkhead. So that's basically what I'm doing. I can't really capture it on camera very well because, well, as you saw in the last video, you can't really see what I'm doing behind the engine, but take it from me, that is what I am doing at this particular point on the video. Right, there is no quick and easy way of doing this, but the stuff doesn't go off for lots of time. You've got plenty of time to get this right, so don't panic. Just make sure you get plenty of squidge, or black silicone sealant as it should be called, right into the gap between the glass and the plastic, as I keep saying. And then as you go around, just work it in with a finger just to smooth it off. You don't want to dip, because once it's dried it does actually sink down a little bit anyway. But by the time I'd worked all the way around and removed the masking tape, it had done its job. We've had some rainfall since, and it's created a little puddle where the sunroof is, so I know that it's worked, which is, you know, a sort of backhanded compliment, I suppose. I used up the last of the silicone sealant around the rear fog lamp on the near side. I wasn't happy the way I'd sealed it previously, and although this looks messy, it is a bit neater than I'd done before. So I resealed it using up the last of this silicone sealant, and by the time I'd done that and I'd done another little coat on the lip around the pipes in the engine bay, the stuff around the sunroof had started to dry. So that's how much time you got to deal with. It's worth doing if you're not going to use your sunroof again, as I don't, apart from as a glass roof. And as you can see, my job is done.